Hi everyone, for this practice we are going to be practicing our pointillism. So you'll notice I have my paint palette, I have a paper towel, I have a bunch of Q-tips, and I also have our practice sheet. First thing I want you to do on your practice sheet using pencil is write your name at the top. The directions say pointillism practice. Using your knowledge of pointillism, please pick one color marker for the first 3 boxes and fill them in. Instead of doing marker, we're going to be using paint. So these are our tempera paints and they do not like water, so that's why we do not have a water cup at our table. We're also not using paintbrushes. We're going to be using Q-tips because Q-tips leave a perfect point and it's a lot easier than using an actual paintbrush. So what we want to do first is pick one color from our palette and we're going to do light, middle, and dark points to fill in these boxes. So what you want to do is pick your first color. It doesn't matter what color it is. I would just avoid white. And you're going to gently dip your Q-tip into the paint. And then you're going to start tapping. Now for light, we want the least amount of dots because we want light pointillism. So I'm just going to spread the dots out, reloading the paint when I need it. And I'm not overlapping the dots. So we need about 10 dots in the light box. For the next box, we're gonna double the points. So I did about 10 here. I'm gonna do about 20 for medium. Because I'm doing more dots and more dots closer together, the color is gonna be more vibrant and come out at a medium value because we're covering up more of that white area. So just like that. Next is our darkest area. So we want to cover most of the white with the dots. So about 30 dots in this one. You'll notice too that my dots are going to be really close together with very little white space showing through. This gives the illusion that your color is darker because there is more of it. You can notice too that I'm doing only dots. I am not smudging across the paper. Now when you look at these 3 boxes and compare them, you will see that this box to the right is the darkest color, this one is the middle color, and this one is the lightest version of purple because more white is showing through. You're gonna take your Q-tip and just set it on your paper towel because you may use that later. Next, it says, do not use orange, green, or purple marker or paint. Create the colors using pointillism. So we're thinking about our secondary colors here. For example, the first one says orange. So you are not take your Q-tip and dip it in orange and put it on there. So with your Q-tip, you're gonna take yellow, do your dots, and I'm aiming for about a medium value. Flip your Q-tip over, and take your second primary to make orange, which is red. And I'm gonna layer them on top of the yellow paint. What's gonna happen is the colors in your eyeballs are gonna play tricks on you and it's gonna start creating an orange. You can notice too that I'm not smearing or mixing the colors, I'm only doing dots. You can also see too that I have a lot of white space showing through, and in some spots it's more yellow than red, in other spots it's more red than yellow. This is what we want. This Q-tip is now done, put it on your paper towel. You're gonna do green next, and green is when you mix your yellow and your blue. Do not poke into the green. Since I already have yellow on my Q-tip from my orange, I'm just gonna take my yellow again and do my dots. Put this one down, I need blue next. Same as before, I'm not mixing. I have spots that are more blue than others and more yellow than others. You're gonna take this Q-tip and put it on your napkin. Next, we're making purple, so I need red. I'm using my old Q-tip. Getting my old blue Q-tip. And that created our illusion of purple. Next, we have choice boxes. In these 2 choice boxes, you can mix any 2 colors that you like. So you're gonna take your Q-tip and create a color here. Perfect, and my sheet is done for the bottom. I mixed red and white to get a pink, and I did black and green to get a darker green. Since this has paint on it, we want to make sure it goes into the drying rack. What I'd also like too is if you are using Q-tips, I'd like them to go into the trash after. Any of the Q-tips that you didn't use will be recycled. What I like to do is just wrap these up and throw these away and double check to make sure that your paint is covered.